Hi families, Mr. Jackson here, another video for you. This is about iReady. This is the online platform that works with our math and reading series. Your students use this a lot here at school and want to show you some of the features, how to navigate around it, and in the case of going into virtual learning, how you can keep track of your students' progress from home. So this is the home screen for iReady, or the login screen for iReady. You'll see this icon probably pinned to the shelf. That's that gray bar at the bottom or the side of their Chromebook screen, and they can click on this and it will take them to this login screen. If they try to access iReady through Clever, there is some little glitch that will take them to an error screen that looks very much like this. All you have to do is click OK. It'll bring you to this login screen, and their login information should be saved on this page. So you shouldn't have to worry about typing in a username or password. State should autofill as well, and that does include even our K1 students. We don't use the K1 login cards that are mentioned right here. Our students are really good at getting this typed in, and again, it's saved, so there shouldn't be any issues. If you do have a problem, if for some reason this does clear out, please contact the teacher. They've got access to it and can share it with you. So once that information's in, we're going to click on Go. Oh, please don't forget, make sure to select the correct state. Anyways, click on Go here, and you're in your home screen for iReady. And here are the subjects they use this for reading and for math. This X up here will take them back to the last screen that they were on, or in this case, back to the login screen, and we'll log them out. So let's start with reading here. So I'm going to click on Reading. And you'll notice up here in the top corner, we can toggle back and forth between our subjects. We've got this X to go back to our home screen with the two subjects as well. And on this screen, you have two sets of lessons. You've got a teacher-assigned lesson and a MyPath lesson. The MyPath is part of the adaptive process that iReady undertakes as we give the diagnostic benchmarks 3 times a year. So this next lesson here is based on the student performance on that test. Same thing here with the close reading. These two are based off of how well they do on the benchmark test. So these are adaptive. They look for the skills that need to be retaught, things that need to be reinforced, and then things that they need to continue working on and excelling on. Over here are the teacher-assigned lessons. These lessons are assigned by the teacher and could work very much like the MyPath lessons. Now, MyPath is just dependent on the benchmark test, so it's going to go in a sequence. The teacher-assigned lessons can be something that goes along with a particular lesson that they're working on. It could be something below grade level that they need some help with. It could be on grade level, or if they're excelling, this could be something that continues to push them forward. So that's the difference between these lessons. When we talk about the 45-minute goal per week, at least 45 minutes of iReady time, we're talking about lessons and time spent on MyPath. The teacher-assigned lessons are in addition to this. This is kind of part of a supplement to instruction. But this right here, this MyPath, is addressing their needs where they are. And so that when we talk about the goals of lessons passed during the week, the amount of time spent on lessons, this is really what we're focusing on here. This is in addition to MyPath. Down here along the bottom, you'll notice there are some buttons here. This is the to-do list. You've also got My Progress. So this is the amount of progress that the student has made during the week so far. So you can see the total amount of minutes that the student has spent on lessons, the lessons passed this year, and the current streak of lessons passed. And you can also click here to see their completed work, the lessons that they have completed up to this point this year. As students pass lessons, they earn these little coins that they can use to play games in the Learning Games section on math, and we'll show you those in just a moment. Here is a My Stuff page, and these are things that they can unlock and earn as they go through lessons. Rewards much in the same way, games that they can open up, things that they can do during the games. So let's go out of here. Let's click over to Math. Math looks very much the same. The teacher-assigned lesson and the MyPath lesson. Teacher-assigned, again, this is something that the teacher assigns to coincide with a lesson that they're working on in class or some skill deficit that they immediately see that needs to be addressed. The next lesson is part of that adaptive process. 45 minutes, 2 lessons a week. That's what we're looking for from MyPath in math. When we go back over here to reading, this is really what that goal is. Now, close reading lessons are part of that adaptive process. These take a long time. Not that the reading lessons don't, but the close reading lessons take a long time. So we're really talking about trying to get your time in with the next lesson and the lessons passed right here. So let's click back to math. You're going to see a lot of the same buttons here. My progress, again, showing the amount of time they spent on tasks this week, the amount of lessons passed, their current streak of math lessons, and again, the completed work to see what they've done to this point this year. My stuff, same as the reading page that we were on just a moment ago. Learning games right here, these do not count towards their minutes. Don't let them tell you otherwise. These are just for them to play around with and have fun, do a little reinforcement with some of the skills that they're working on. You'll see some of these are locked. That's because they haven't been unlocked yet. They can use those coins to unlock those games. Now, occasionally throughout the year, you're going to see some other things pop up here. If you see benchmark assessment on the reading or math page, do not help your students with this. This is something they will do at school unless we tell you otherwise. Don't help them with it. We need to see where they're at right now without any help. So classroom teachers don't help, TAs don't help, please don't help them. The best thing that we can do is let them do as well on this test as possible by themselves. They are going to see questions that are much harder than what they can do. And that's part of the adaptive process and nature of this test. As much as you want to help them, don't. If you help them with this and they continue to do well, don't even teach in the moment of how to do something. Let them fail. This test, the benchmark assessment, is designed so that they wind up missing half and half. They miss half the questions, they get half right, and when they get that good balance, then the assessment is over. But do not help them with this. This will only skew the results, and they'll begin to see lessons in my path that are much harder than what they need to be seeing based on their skills. The two other things that you could see are standards mastery. This is something that teachers can assign to see how well they're doing with a particular standard. The district can assign those as well, and they will do those periodically during the year. Again, don't help them with this. Let them complete this at school. Let them complete this on their own. Progress monitoring is another thing that can be assigned here at school, and again, don't help them with that either. This is just our way of checking in, monitoring growth, monitoring progress. The progress monitoring is part of our response to intervention through intervention program. So please, 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 please don't help them with these things. Okay, so if it's a lesson, they need a little help, great, wonderful. You can encourage, you can help, don't do the work for them, but if you can help teach them through the lesson, that's great. Otherwise, don't help them. Don't help them on the benchmarks, the standards mastery, or the progress monitoring. We need that real snapshot of how well they're doing and what areas they need help in. So to log out, click on the X's up here. That'll take you back to the login screen. You can see the information saved right here, ready to go for the next time. Hope that helps. Let us know if you have any questions.